exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that.
I can't hear you, John.
You mean I said all that with nobody listening?
You always do your best ranting when you're just silent. I'm sure it was heartfelt and it was very appropriate. And yeah.
I was giving thanks for exactly what I have. My sons, my animals, my Blue Dot family, and I am very thankful for this Blue Dot family. And it's what sustained. It's what has sustained me.
Did you find a little peace today, John?
Well, I tried. I went fishing today, and
okay.
Didn't catch any. Well, yeah, I caught 2. Tyler didn't catch any. And let me see if this please work. Just please work. Somebody say something in the chat. And I don't see anything coming through.
Boy, the chat's running.
Oh, there's my son. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna mute myself because I'm.
Okay.
Never mind. He quit.
Oh. All right. It was a butt battle.
Yeah. Let me. Would you entertain everybody while I call him back real quick?
Well, give me somebody to entertain with.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's easy. Let's see how we look from down under. Dave.
Hey, Dave.
How you doing,
Hello.
Dave?
I'm going all right, guys. How are you going?
Doing all right.
You doing all right? Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. We don't celebrate
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, I know it's big in America.
Most of us have eaten a little too much at this point, and hopefully our football teams won. Mine did, yeah.
Don't get into football. Don't start that crap. Football and religion. We're gonna ban that from most conversation.
Don't follow football. I only peek every once in a while, and the Lions actually won today, so there's that.
Is that your Michigan team? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. And is there more than one team, or is it just the Lions in Michigan?
In Michigan, we just have the Lions.
Right.
Unless
So
you count
where do they move?
college. There's college, but yeah.
Okay. So no one's burning cars or tipping cars over or anything like that.
Oh no, no, no.
No, it's not that big a game.
No. I mean, the
No.
Lions play every year on Thanksgiving. They don't always win.
It's not like Super Bowl, though. It's not like Super Bowl, is it?
No, it's yeah.
Yeah. And is it? I mean, these guys are heading into winter. How are you going to go when? How are you going to go keeping warm? Do you have a lot of open fires? Because in Australia, open fires and those pot belly stoves are becoming big again. We went in heavy into gas. Back in the 60s, we had a lot of open fires and that sort of stuff. Then we got into gas, and we all got gas fires, and now people seem to be moving back to this wood-fired, pot belly stove, slow combustion.
Yeah.
Do they?
Well, yeah. I did heat with wood for 40 years, but it's a lot of work, and I'm getting older, and I can't do it anymore. So I just
And I
switched to
suppose
gas.
it's not really good for the planet, I suppose, is it? Really,
I don't think
about
so.
it, if you're
No,
greeny.
not really.
I mean, if you're cutting trees down to keep yourself warm, and the trees make the oxygen.
But we work our tree lots so that there's always trees. I mean, we're doing that
We've
in a
got
manner
this
that sustains itself.
fast growing.
Right.
Yeah. They today they just genoming or something, don't they? They cut genes out of a real fast growing weed and then made it to a tree, and then they got a fast growing tree or whatever. But I believe that they can grow them and cut them down all within sort of 18 months or 2 years.
Yeah, well, it's not quite that fast, depending on, we rely a lot on maple and, the hardwoods. They are a little bit slow growing, but we have what we call wood lots, and you just manage your wood lot so that there's always trees growing.
I want to, I know John's not back yet, but
Yeah, I'm here.
because I don't want to bore.
Dave.
Okay, I didn't want to bore the people. I want to touch on what everyone's thoughts were when in Ohio today, Columbus, Ohio, they had a march and they were waving the Nazi flag.
Oh, again
Oh,
with
please
Ohio.
tell me that's not true. Somebody please tell. Oh, that's bullshit. They ain't really doing that. Tell me
It's
that.
on. It's
No,
on,
they're doing
it's on
that
the
now.
news.
Are you shitting me? Really?
Yeah, Nazi flag. They had a march in Columbus, Ohio, and no one pulled them up. No police intervention. Nothing. They walked the streets in a group, a march, and they were waving the Nazi flag and the Confederate flag.
Yeah,
Well,
that First
of
Amendment.
course. Yeah, that First Amendment that
Um,
gives them the right to be assholes, and that's
Yep,
who
as long as they
Donald
don't hit
Trump has
anybody with their
attracted.
flag, they're okay.
That's
Yeah.
who Donald Trump attracts. Scum.
Yeah.
You've elected a god. He thinks he's God. This guy.
He does.
That's the
He
problem.
does. He thinks God should he should seek advice from him. That's what he thinks.
But also, what also concerns us is the
really?
fact that you got Mexico turning around and Canada and China saying, well, these tariffs that Trump's confirmed, he did confirm in the last 24 hours, they are going to be tariffs and he's not going to be back down. They said that were saying that it's going to hurt America more than it's going to hurt anyone else.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah, it will.
Yes. You think China's going to worry about it? No. No.
They're going to put their own tariffs on. It's
Sure.
like they're saying
they're going to do this
we put
tit
our
for
own
tat.
tariffs. Yes, exactly.
And Mexico's president has already said that. And Canada has already said it. If you put tariffs on us, we're going to put tariffs back on you. So
Yep.
everybody gets a tariff and everybody just pays more.
Oh, now we have tariff wars. Oh boy.
And it's not just the car
What
you
could
get from
possibly
Mexico.
go wrong?
Right?
It's not just the
Well,
car.
at least that's
It's not
working.
just the whole car, John. It's companies that you have in America that buy stuff from Mexico, China, and Canada that they need to assemble their product in America.
In
So
America, yes.
those little parts go up as well. So the product, if it's a fridge being made in America, that compressor may come from Canada, or
We get
parts
a
of the
lot of
motor may come.
Or the shells might come
automotive
from
parts from
Mexico,
Canada.
or yeah, they come from different places, and each one of them will have a tariff on them, a 25% tax on it. And like I said, if the corporation has to pay the tax, they pass that on to you. They are not going to be a benevolent soul and absorb all that cost. Uh, I had a rough start here because I can't see the chat again, and that just bugs me. I want to call out Joseph Martinez, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "Could the tariff crash the dollar and the super rich scam the people in crypto dollar?"
That's what I said. I said that
Yep.
2 weeks ago on the show.
Yeah.
I said Trump
and they're
wants
pushing
crypto doctor to
crypto.
be.
Yes.
That's the plan.
It's easier to steal. It's easier to steal. That's why.
Money laundering is perfect
Yes.
with crypto.
Yeah. There's no record of where it came from. You know.
But
And
that's what he wants to do.
speaking
He wants to crash the dollar, the American dollar, and then he wants to make crypto the trading dollar within America, within business or whatever. I don't know what his plan is, but this was told on the Midas touch. I tell you, it was 6 months ago when Trump started investing in crypto and got involved in crypto and started pushing crypto. They picked it up. They actually picked up that Trump's going to make crypto a big part of America if he becomes president again. And guess what? They are right.
Guess what? It's going to come to pass.
And what do you think all the billionaires that are friends with Trump have been? If you look it up, I don't know where you do look it up, but the information's there, I'm sure. But this is Midas Touch information. The billionaires have been buying millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of crypto and stashing it, because if the dollar crashes, the crypto is worth more. My God, what a killing they're going to make.
It's all about the killing, isn't it?
It's all about somebody making some money.
Yeah.
Which brings up, I wanted to call out Trudy Baxter. Trudy Baxter, oh, darn it. I didn't want to mess this up. I'm messing up everything this evening. Trudy Baxter sent me a package, and it has, yeah. I got 2 T-shirts in the mail, and this is one. And she wrote me a beautiful letter, and damn it, and 2 T-shirts, and this is one of them, and it stands the test of time. This is a quote by Theodore Roosevelt. The test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those with much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have little. I can't quote that directly, but that's about what it says. Go figure. And you know, it's I'm afraid
it's powerful.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is, because Donald Trump represents those that have much, that are the wealthy, that don't have to worry about their bills or where the groceries are going to come from. They're not those people.
No.
And he could give 2 shits about those
sickening.
that do.
It is sickening to see.
Oh, God.
And when you stand back, it's like I see the schoolyard in the rich school, right? The schoolyard bully who is now got the key to the candy store, and all the other rich schoolyard bullies have come swarming to his feet and saying yippee yay yay, and he says, "Come on in and play." How much they got to pay? Like they're paying, but they're going to get. Look, the guy he's just put in control of the Navy. We were talking about putting in control of the Navy is got no experience with Navy, Army, Air Force, freaking whatever.
Experience means shit, Dave. You don't need experience. Do you look good on TV? Do you look good on TV?
Do you agree with Trump? That's all you need to do.
Not only
kiss his
agree,
shoe and agree with him.
A lot of that kissing his shoe shit. They were
he wants
talking
yes
about,
men.
Yes, those that praise him, admire him. That's what he gets off on. He wants that adulation. He'll shit. Most people want to get something out of him. Just praise his ass. Oh, Donnie, you're the greatest, most handsome, most loving man ever. The most everything. Yeah. Sell all
What's
them beans
worse
you want.
is any bad press that comes out about him now, like the other day about the Epstein tapes were released, or have been they're even on the chat room there and on the Discord. The Epstein, it shows that he had very close ties. It means nothing
No,
because he's untouchable. He's
he is at
untouchable
this,
in every way.
except one.
He's made himself a
Except one.
god within your country. The law can't touch him. I mean, the FBI are not even checking his pics. And what I can
He
understand is
doesn't
Joe
think
Biden's not
background.
saying anything.
He doesn't think they have to be vetted by the FBI.
No,
That his
his say so
appointment
is
should be
supposed to be good
above
enough,
reproach.
right?
Yeah,
That's what he thinks.
right.
You know, and that's
He's
what we're going
prepared
to
to
suffer
have.
through.
He's happy to have 5 innocent men hung, yet and still wants them hung. He still thinks that they're not innocent. Yet
Don't
he's
think for a
prepared to put
minute that
criminals, low
he
lives
is
in.
not. He is going to. What did you do? He's going to try to his retribution shit. He's going to try to arrest as many people. Jack Smith probably #1 on his list. You know, anybody
Yeah,
that had
not
any.
if Jack Smith's a judge. Not if Biden makes Jack Smith a judge. He's untouchable.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen either.
See, I wonder what's Joe doing. I mean, Joe's not even. I know he's in his last weeks of the presidency, but surely he can be putting roadblocks up the best way he can. Or is he scared of
I think he
retribution?
has here recently. He did something. Oh, what is it that he did?
He appointed a lot of judges, federal judges.
Yeah, but he did
They were
something here
trying.
recently that really sticks out. And it
Oh,
did
yeah, gave
until
permission.
it fell out of my
Gave
head
permission.
anyway. Let me
Gave
call out
permission for Ukraine to use long-range missiles. Is that what you're
Yes,
thinking
that's
about?
one of them. That's one of them. But he did something after that here recently, and I can't remember what it was because my mind's a sieve nowadays. But yeah, given Ukraine, it is. It is. It just things go in and then they fall out on the floor. Let me thank a few people. Let me thank Shaking Me Bones, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "Happy Turkey Day to you and all of yours." And James Tripp came in with a $2 donation and said, "Thanks for doing a show tonight." James, you're welcome, and I'm glad to be here, brother. And then Shaking Me Bones came back with another $5 and said, "I'm very grateful that you're doing this show. Thanks." And Daniel Hackerman came in with $2 and said, "Thank you for being my friend on Thanksgiving." You know,
And John Peter came in with $50, and it's one of those ones without a comment.
without a
It didn't
comment, Peter,
pop.
thank you. Thank you very much. Doing the show wasn't going to be a question. I was going to do a show. And I'm not lying when I tell you I'm not pulling shit out of my butt or nothing, just trying to get in good with you or anything. This family means a lot to me. It means everything to me. And my kids know that. Marcia knew that. This family that we built, I didn't say that we built. That's what irritates me about not being able to see the chat. It bothers the shit out of me. Because that's the heart of the family. That's where, let me see. Now I'm going to try to go on my phone and,
Don't get mushy, John.
No.
Hey, can I ask America, have you still got an infrastructure deal now that Donnie's your president? Is that infrastructure still going to go ahead, all the work, or is that going to be pulled?
Can you answer that, Mitch?
Yeah, it's
There's
in jeopardy.
Mitch. Yes, everything is in jeopardy.
Yeah, there's no reason to believe anything decent that is being done for the American people. Something that we need, really need here, is one of the main entrances to Pittsburgh has a bridge that's failing. And there's a 4-year project that was started
Penny
last
Harloman.
year.
I would
And
love to meet
I
you too.
have a feeling that funding is going to disappear for those infrastructure projects. Remember, during the entire 4 years that Donald Trump was president, he built nothing.
He built a wall. Hey, he built a wall. Well,
He built a small section of a wall.
He built a little bit of piece of wall.
0.2 of a mile of a fucking wall. Big deal.
Yeah.
And no,
Well, it's not about the size of your wall. It's how you use it. And he used it to the extent of, propaganda.
Steve Bannon used it to fundraise off of,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then walked
Yeah, he
away with
did.
the fucking money.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Mhm.
And some of that wall is falling down already.
There you say. Well,
You
don't
know,
worry. He's going to be
there's,
president again. You bet your ass he's going to kick that in the ass again.
Yep. It's a symbol of hate. It is a
Yes.
purposeless edifice of hate.
Yeah,
the infrastructure bill.
it's a billboard.
It'll
Yeah,
be
the infrastructure bill is
it'll be
is
cut
like the
in the
Iran.
name of. Go ahead.
I see the infrastructure bill as being something like Obama's Iranian nuclear deal we had with Iran, where they were good boys and everything under control. There was no weapons being made. When Trump comes along and destroys it because it's an Obama deal, now Iran's a danger to the world. And
Yeah,
hence
I don't think
the
Obama's safe either.
infrastructure. No, but I'm
Oh,
saying
no,
the
no, no.
infrastructure deal is like the Obama nuclear deal. Trump didn't do it. It's Biden's deal. He hates Biden. He's going to kill it, like Mitch said. He's going to kill it.
He's going to try to do anything he can to destroy anything Biden or Obama had anything to do with. He's that
And
vindictive.
when you realize that Donald Trump is the primary agent and has creating America to be the primary clearinghouse for money laundering of Russian money in our times, it all makes perfect sense. If I were Putin, I would want Trump to be doing exactly what it looks like he intends to do. He's trying to destabilize the economy. He's trying to get leaders and intelligent, experienced people out of the government. He is setting us up to be economically first and then God only knows what second, and make America a vassal state to Russia. So Khrushchev was right. It just took about 60 years longer than I think Khrushchev intended, but he has basically taken over America without firing a shot.
That's the
It
plan.
is the most
He's going to destroy it
insidious
from the inside.
revolution of all time.
Wasn't it Khrushchev that said that they would
Think
not
so.
destroy from America from
From within.
without,
Yeah, it was.
but from
Yeah.
within?
Right?
Well, guess what?
And he made
Looks like Donnie's working on that for him.
sure does.
Well, it makes you wonder when Russia was paying Tim Pool and a few others like Tim Pool $500,000 a month to, bag Ukraine and bag Biden and support Trump. And that wasn't just one man. That was quite a few people that Russia were paying. Your elections were not. I don't want to think that over half your American people are stupid. I think that your elections were your people were brainwashed, and in many ways, a lot of people were brainwashed. You were burnt out, worn out, bashed over the head. It's like waterboarding. Your country is waterboarded by Trump, basically. And
He's going to torture us the best way he can. And it is going to be by cutting off funding for projects that he, God damn it. Didn't he just put out who put out a list? Elon Musk put out a list of names of government employees that he wants to cut?
Yes. This guy's out of control. He's out of control, this Musk guy.
Well, on Wednesday, he literally, it seems like he threatened someone. Vindman?
Yes, he did threaten Vindman.
Yeah. And there's
the chat is talking about in 2 years, baby. We have 2 years to turn this shit around.
Yeah. Well,
if you get the chance to, if you have midterms, may not happen.
Yeah, really, no shit. Well, let's assume that they are. I think there will be enough damage within the first year of his presidency that it's going to. I'm hoping is going to turn this electoral turn the boat around. Damn it! I hate to get distracted by shit.
I'm understandably skeptical. I don't believe at this point. It's clear to me that the American electorate is unfit to operate a democracy.
Yep.
And I can no longer trust that the majority of the American people have any intention on doing the right thing.
When you look at the map, county by county of this win for him,
Yeah.
it does. It looks scary. It looks a whole lot scary. You know,
There's way too many of them that have hook,
tell
line,
me
and
about it.
sinker taken the propaganda. And the
Yes,
propaganda
yes,
machine has been in process for decades.
and
It's
they
been,
live
but it
amongst
was
us.
very
Some of us very
concentrated.
close. You
It
know,
was a very powerful propaganda scheme financed by some very powerful people with lots of money. I mean, it wasn't just Russia that financed propaganda. We know that Musk and a few others in that industry,
yes,
the social media
misinformation,
industry,
put out bullshit. You know, fed his line. It's easy. It's easy to sell hate, and that's what they did. They sold hate.
Yeah. And
but you
everything we
realise
do, they
if
turn it
Musk
around on us.
Yeah,
if Musk
Work
buys
again. Work again.
MSNBC, you're in deep shit because they've got control of social media, they've got control of mainstream TV media. The
How about
country's
the
in
sure
deep
that's
Supreme
shit.
Court, Dave?
Well, at this point, so many people are dropping MSNBC anyways. Go ahead and buy another failing company there, Elon. We'll just leave it. You can have it.
yeah, yeah. Because
See,
that's
that'd
what
be
happened to
Fox
Twitter.
#2, and then
You
you
know,
got Dana
the only
Bash
people
on
on Twitter are
CNN.
just trolls. You know, maggots.
Did you
Blue
see
Sky doing all
CNN?
right. I
Dana,
understand. Huh? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did you see CNN? Dana Bash. Oh, when I told you about these Nazi flags in freaking Columbus, Ohio, she was the one reporting it, and she turns around and says, "We don't know who the people were waving the flags, whether it was the left or the right." Give me a fucking break.
You shouldn't be. We don't know
No,
if they're
I'm
from
not
the
shitting
left or
you.
the right.
Yes, that's what she said, and it's become a bit
Well,
of a
there's a
media
clear
thing. But
indication of ignorance in the media. If you
well,
don't know the answer to that
it
question,
did upset a few people.
I
It's
would
quite,
expect so.
but yeah, that's what she said. That's where the story I got the story from was CNN, Columbus, Ohio. Nazi flags march. No one interfered. No one stopped them from waving Nazi flags around. And she said, "We don't know whether it was the left or the right who had the flags." And that, I mean,
That's an
even
ignorant
the
statement.
That's
It's an
ridiculous.
ignorant statement by somebody who's trying to walk a line, like, oh, we don't want it. That's what the problem
exactly,
is. Yeah,
exactly.
because the news
Yeah.
is entertainment. It's not news.
Well,
It's
and there's
fucking
sane
entertainment,
washing.
and they. Yeah,
Forget that. You
yeah,
call insane when it's standing in front of you.
But
yep.
it's not entertainment. That's just it. It's different now. It's
Yeah.
not something that
Propaganda.
we watch just to make people sit and watch commercials. Now it is very specifically organized around the notion of getting people to do terrible things. And literally, I think
Yeah,
brainwashing is the best word. This is the logical outcome of the so-called conservative revolution in the Reagan years, where they got all these Democrats behind that asshole Reagan that allowed him to stomp the entire industry of journalism into shit. And this is the next logical course. It was Reagan changing the fair reporting rules
The
was the
the
first step. We then
fairness
had
doctrine.
Citizens United and other decisions which said that money is speech. Whoever heard? I mean, really, have you ever heard of those stupid things?
Corporations are
That
just like people.
corporations that
You know,
corporations are entitled to the First Amendment as people?
that's bullshit.
That's
that's a joke.
bullshit too.
That's
That is
bullshit. But
bullshit. And now you have
you have a Supreme
basically an
Court.
unaccountable figure taking over the White House, unabashedly representing Putin's interests. The future is just absolutely uncalculable at this point.
It's grey, very grey.
You know, the future does not look bright. This is going to
Nope.
be a hard fight, people. This is not going to be just something that we all just going to. This is going to take some people in the streets
Uh,
protesting, yeah,
while we're
and
on
a
the
lot in the
subject,
courts, because that's where it's got to be. It's got to be in the courts, but the court of public opinion has got to be known, and that's
Well, We have to go back to those 60s peaceful protests where you
Yes.
just sat. You just
Maybe
sat
so.
and didn't
Yeah,
move.
yeah,
Maybe
Yeah.
sit.
yeah.
Maybe a
I
sit-in.
mean, that's nice and all, but we have to remember that it's not us that say revolution needs to be violent. It's the violent people who say revolution needs to be violent.
Exactly.
Revolution doesn't have to be violent,
No.
It can
No.
be quiet and it can be large.
but I'll tell you, it's going to
It-
take a lot more than knitting a pink pussy hat to beat this
Yep.
guy this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dissent is
he's got
what
himself
rescues a
set up well.
democracy from a slow death behind closed doors. That's
But
what
you
it's
know, there
happening.
is
That's on
something
my
that we
Facebook
can
page.
we
I'll
can
leave it
start
there.
to do.
What?
It was suggested on Blue Sky that we start referring to Elon Musk as the real president or
Oh,
the co-president or the
co-president.
true
Yeah.
power behind the Trump presidency, and that will piss him off
The guy
so
with
much,
his hand up Donnie's ass.
right?
I'm amazed he didn't nominate him as vice. I'm amazed he took he didn't take him
That's
before he
true,
took
though. We need to
Vance.
do
I
that.
mean, he should have nominated Musk instead of Vance.
He couldn't, I don't think. But
Does it matter?
the
Does it
point is,
matter with Donald
he
Trump?
likes to be the one
Well,
on the top of the pyramid, so nobody gets to
yeah, the
get
biggest
credit for
difference
any of
is
the good stuff.
Elon really does have the money.
Yeah,
He does have the money. Trump
he does.
doesn't have that kind of money. You know, Trump
Nope.
is limited to what he can have just because of lawsuits against his ass.
But we need to
He's got to
we need
hide
to
it
be
somewhere.
the thorn under his butt. We need to bother him constantly.
At
So
every turn.
refer to Musk as Mr. President.
And
That's a good one.
be careful, guys, because you got to think. Think like
like that.
1930s Germany. We're all saying it. He will retaliate like Hitler will retaliate. If you start getting a thorn in his butt, and this is what people are like Dana Bash and the Morning Joes, they're all back up his ass right now because they know he's like a little Hitler and he will get revenge on anyone. It's a thorn in his side. He is seriously a dangerous man.
What I see in his ideas that he has now and who's he trying to put in charge and his plans of getting rid of so many departments and all that is metaphorically the same thing Hitler did before, right before he took power.
Yes.
He destroyed the Reichstag. He destroyed departments' records. You know, he became the only one that had knowledge of anything. You know, and that was. I see that the same way Donnie's trying to destroy the Department of Education or the FBI or the Department of Energy. Or he'll destroy the substructure, and then it's easier to take control of the power at the top. You know, if you
False
consolidate
flags are
everything,
not out of his
which is
mind.
what he wants to do. He wants to consolidate power in the presidency, and then figure out how he becomes president for life, just like Putin did.
Well, Hitler did.
Yes,
And
he did.
also, don't forget Mr. Mussolini. I mean, there's another
Indeed.
tyrant.
Yes.
You know,
Those are and you can see it in him now
and you've got
because
that
those
now.
are the
You've
people
got
he
Musk.
praises. He praises Putin. He praises Kim Jong Un. Those and the guy out of
Viktor Orban.
Viktor Orban. Thank you. Yes, dictators. Those that wield the power. That's what he wants. And
Hitler brought them together too. Hitler brought dictators together. He got together with Mussolini. He got together with the Japanese guy. Mate, his name was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Well, Tojo was the one that was the warmonger,
Yeah,
but
I
he
can't
was
remember.
confronting the emperor. But they got together. And they were a danger to the world. This is happening again. It's just like the apocalypse. You've got Russia and now America
It's
going
lining
to the
up
dark
like that.
side.
The only difference is we have an informed society now. The resistance is out in the open. It's not underground.
You have NATO now. NATO.
We have NATO for the moment. That's I fear most because Trump is going to go back over into Europe and start kicking NATO in the shins, demanding that they pay up. That's the excuse he's going to use. They're not paying, so we're going to cut you out. That's it's always going to be a financial reason why he wants to cut them out, and that's what he's going to do. Try to weaken NATO as much as you can. I remind you, Joe Biden added 2 countries to NATO, making it stronger. standing up right now in Ukraine.
Well, and isn't NATO set up to be a percentage of your gross national product that
It
you pay
is.
in?
It is.
So
But
the
way
larger
Donnie does
that
his
is, the
math.
larger you pay in.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
It's per
We have a
per,
massive
per what
economy,
your
so we
country
pay a-
makes. But another concern is you got North Korea now in Russia fighting for Russia.
Yep.
North Korea's in there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not a healthy thing either.
No.
No.
So
They're expanding the war. It expects Ukraine not to do the same.
this could turn
this
into
keeps
World War
on.
III.
Don't
This
say
could
that
turn
because
into World War III.
my son tells me that every day. While we hang on World War III, let me thank Kim Strongberg, who came in with $10, said, "Happy Thanksgiving, John. I'm thankful for your voice in this family. I'm also thankful for Bravo Chick, who will be celebrating New Year's with me in Minnesota. She is such a lovely liberal. Outstanding. I love it
Excellent.
when blue dots meet. I do, and we've had it happen a lot." And Jeanette Dahl came in with 100 Danish krone and said, "Aren't there elections somewhere in 2025? 2024, I think it's 26, ain't it?
26, yeah.
26. In
At
2026,
least
the
here.
midterms.
I mean, somewhere in the world there might be something in 2025.
And Shaking Me Bones came in with a very nice donation and said, "Looking forward to the future. Happy Thanksgiving." And we should all. We can't slip into this despair of everything's going to go south and America's going to disappear. We're not going to let that
hang
happen.
on. A minute ago, we were talking about World War III, which is a possibility.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
If
Never belay my last. We're all dead. We're all dead.
yeah.
And that's
We're
what it
all
would
dead.
be. You always want to think that the cooler heads would prevail. But with Donnie in there, I'm not too sure.
But it won't be a war. It'll be America, Russia, and China. No, America, Russia, and maybe North Korea bullying the rest of the world. You won't need to fire a shot. You've got a big fucking army and military.
It would be
Russia's
it
got a
would be
big.
Trump delaying any response to a North Korean attack to South Korea. That's that.
Well, that's a danger too. I mean,
Yes.
South Koreans shitting themselves. They shitting themselves. The doomsday clock has moved. Remember that.
Yes,
Oh.
it's moved closer to midnight. We're all a little bit leery of what the future is going to look like with him coming in office. We all do, because all we have to do is look at what he said, and look at the Project 2025 and the people that he's appointed that wrote that shit. I'm looking at my dogs to find out why they're barking.
Because they're dogs.
They're dogs. They're barking
That's
all
what
the
dogs
time.
do.
Yep,
They do.
mine do.
Oh, nobody's here. I don't want any. I don't think it happened tonight. I don't want to do no shit tonight. Why would you do that on Thanksgiving?
But Mitch, do you worry about World War III? Is it something that's cut past your mind? Has that thought entered your mind?
Well, I don't know that it's actively part of my mind, but I can tell you we've been staring down the barrel of World War III for the last, 70 years, and it just doesn't seem to faze us all that much.
We seem to have a lot of proxy wars, don't we? A lot of proxy wars on other.
Yeah, but now the proxy has shifted. It's not like the good old days where you can have colonies fighting other colonies.
Yeah.
Putin's going for the full Monty here. His intention, and I don't think he makes any secret about it, is to finish what Stalin started. And
Using your army?
Stalin wants to roll through Germany and take over Europe. It's no secret.
And wouldn't Putin love to use the U.S. Army or U.S. forces as an ally to do that?
It's not
I
the
don't
most
think
ridiculous thing
he
I've
can
ever
do
heard.
that. I don't think he could do that. The danger is him not responding quick enough, or delaying an order, or delaying a deployment, or something in that nature. Just with my military, I have a great faith in our military. if given an unlawful order, I know somebody in that chain of command is going to say no.
You are
We all
much
took
You
the
more
know,
same
optimistic
or
fucking
than
oath.
I.
yes, yes, you are. You're being hopeful, and hopeful means
I
waiting
am
for
being
someone to
hopeful.
do something.
I am being hopeful that there will be somebody in that chain of command. But he's going to try
That's
to
what. That's
replace the
better.
upper brass of every branch. He's already
Of course,
doing
he
that.
is.
He wants loyalists, lackeys, who are going to do his bidding. But somewhere down that chain of command, the
That's
Cain
what Hitler
mutiny.
done. Hitler made his own generals.
That's what he did. That's what Donnie wants to do. He wants to put loyalist generals and admirals in charge of the military. That's not new. That's his plan. But I have to believe that down deep somewhere in that chain of command, it ain't going to go. It ain't going to fly.
I don't think so. I mean,
Well, that's
the
why
same,
Vindman's in trouble.
that's the same thing as saying, "Oh, I know the American people couldn't possibly vote for a felon."
Yeah, that's
Sounds
touche,
Exactly.
touche,
Yep.
touche.
Yeah. No, it's a worry that
I'm
they
not
become
dip.
so buddy that he ends up even look. Don't put a false flag. The 9/11 thing. A false flag like something like that size that is pointed towards some country in Europe that Russia says, oh well, we'll go after them and you come with us. I mean, they could plot some evil to make you want to attack
There was a
the
story
country.
that was in the news just recently that I did think false flag. I was thinking, oh wait a minute, this smells like a rat. To me, anyway, when first sight. The story was about there were several of Donald's picks for positions that have received bomb threats and swatting stuff like that. Ooh, they're attacking Donald Trump's picks. To me, that just sounds like something Donnie would do to
Yeah.
create the atmosphere, to create the narrative that look, the left is attacking us.
Oh, you
And
mean like having someone shot at one of his rallies
right there you go, there
Yeah.
you go.
just to make a
To
fucking
stir
point?
that emotion in his maggots, that he's under
Oh, he's
attack.
played a perfect game. He's brainwashed the people with social media, TV media, and even acted it out in his rallies. I mean, the guy's done the bang up job on convincing you guys he's a god. He's a god. He even said, didn't he say some years ago, he's the chosen one? Did he not say that?
Probably.
I
He
have
said
no
everything.
doubt he did. I'm pretty sure he did. As a
He
matter of
did.
fact,
He
it
was on
kind of
the.
rings
He
a
was.
bell, but
He was standing
I'm
in the
not.
White House lawn being interviewed by all those reporters. He looked up at the sky and said, I'm a chosen one.
Well, that's him. He thinks he is. He thinks he's God. He wants to be worshipped like one. You see all the preachers up there, the phony ass preachers that lay hands on him, speaking tongues and all. Boy, howdy shit. Hobbita, hobbita, hobbita. He's the guy. And doesn't the Bible talk about a false prophet?
Which Bible?
Yeah, which Bible? There you go. Hey, let me send out a couple of thank yous to Joseph Martinez, who came in with $5, said, an arrogant and complacent leader is sure to meet with defeat. Dow Bobby Tang Dynasty. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Retriever 19 Golden came in with $20, said, got to keep it together for my dogs. They don't like DJ. That's it, brother. Uh-oh. Mine either, brother. Mine either. And Kirk Stromberg came in with $5, said, a glimmer of hope we have is tight margins in both chambers of Congress. It only takes 3 to 4 Republicans to foil a lot of his plans. And that is where the fight is going to be.
But
It's
we need
gonna be in
Republicans
Congress.
with actual spines.
We have very
Yes,
few of them,
yes.
but we don't, like it's pointed out, we only need 3 or 4. With
Yeah,
actual
but we
most of
didn't
spine.
have
Most
those
of them
last
left.
time.
Most of
There's a
them have
couple
left.
of them I still have, I don't have high hopes, but I have a little bit of hope. Who's out of Maine? What's her name? Anybody
I'm
know?
sorry. Out
Senator
of which
out of
state?
Maine. Out of Maine.
Is that Lisa Murkowski?
Maybe.
Might be. That's not who I was thinking of, though.
How are you doing, John?
I'm hanging. Oh, Franklin, I'm sorry, brother. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. How was your Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I had breakfast this morning, so that's the extent of my meal today. I think after the show this evening, I think me and the kids are going to go to Denny's and get the little Thanksgiving meal there or something.
That's cool.
They got
Yeah, I
turkey and
think I,
dressing and
I
all
think
that.
it's Lisa Markowski. That's the senator
She's
from
one,
Maine.
and there's somebody else too that I'm thinking of who's still.
Susan Collins?
Maybe that's it. Maybe
Yes,
Susan Collins.
yes.
You know, yes, that is it. Uh, that still have somewhat of a resistance to all Donnie wants to do. You know,
They're
Yeah.
yeah, they're still part of that resistance that
Mm.
John McCain did
yes,
when he
yeah,
basically when Donald Trump tried to uh get rid of the Affordable Care Act.
All right, you name me a
that's on
senator or a
the
Congress.
that's on the
Name
list.
me name me a Republican, not a MAGA. Name me a Republican senator or congressman that you think would fight in the current government for the rights of the people and not for the dictator.
That's a rough one, Dave.
Sorry, no, I can't
That's
think of
a
any.
that's a rough
That's a
one.
rough one
That's a very rough one.
because it seems to
Right.
me
There's
like the
not many
Republican
left.
Party itself has capitulated its whole being to Donald Trump.
So is it the Republican Party or is it a new party that's taken over the Republican Party? And now, if someone wants to, they can start a Republican Party
Well,
again or
until the
whatever. I don't
Republican
know.
Party steps up and tries to take it back, then I'm going to assume that the Republican Party has just migrated into the maggot party. And it's all
Right.
the same thing because
I think we
until the
need to
Republican
that's left.
and you see some like in the Lincoln Project that stand up and try to hold him to account, but this percentage of that is very small. There's too many of them trying to kiss his ass. They want a piece of the pie. They want a piece.
I think
they
we
want
need
something.
to step up and come up with a new Democratic Party. That's what I think.
Thank you very
Well,
much. I'm too
that-
scared to say
that is
these Democrats have got no balls.
we do have to come
They
up
got-
with a new party, a new plan, because the last one didn't work, and we thought it was a great plan.
It's the same plan as the one before that. The one before
And then
that.
we've got
They
to
keep
change
doing
the
the same
plan.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
want-
the
I want
world
the plan
wants.
where-
It's very cautious of how you do that,
want
without
the plan where-
trampling on somebody else's rights.
I want the plan where the presidential candidate spends time with Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren.
Mhm.
That's what I
Elizabeth Warren.
Yes. I mean, you had the opportunity with Bernie Sanders that he was. He was the man, but he was a bit loud, and that's the only thing that was against him. Everyone thought he was too loud, but his brain was in the right place for America.
Well, here's the thing: is they considered Bernie to be too progressive, but yet what have we done? We've moved farther to the right.
Yes.
So
Yeah, gone the
forget
other way.
that. We want to be progressive.
I hate to say it, but going with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, you're not talking about people that I perceive to be in the left wing of the
Progressive.
party. I
Right.
actually think Walz was more further left than Kamala or Joe Biden.
Yep.
Sorry.
And he wasn't that far left.
No,
I didn't
I've
think
said it
so.
often. Before Joe Biden was the nominee, I was a Bernie fan. I was all about Bernie because that's the progress I want to see. Those ideals
Yep.
come to pass. Like the shirt
What
said,
happened
it's
is
not
they turned it
adding
around,
to
didn't
those
they?
with abundance. It's providing for those with little. That's what.
But John, didn't they turn it around? Bernie Sanders was going after the big man that was ripping off the little man, and now the big man is won. So the big man's now going to go after the little man.
You lost me there.
What
Hard to
you
argue.
have is your opposite of Bernie Sanders, because if Bernie Sanders was your president, these companies, these billionaires would be paying their fair share of the tax.
Yes.
That'd be,
Mm-hmm.
Which
now
would be
you're
fair.
going to pay the tax. But now you're going to pay the tax, and the billionaires are not going to pay it.
I've said it before. The tax code. You seen how thick the damn tax code book is? How many sections, chapters, and all that shit is? You think any of that's for your ass? No, no.
And do you know how
The,
many people are able to go through the loopholes of that tax
right,
book?
and the loopholes are put in there very precisely and very intentionally for
Yes.
certain industries, certain people that they don't have to pay the taxes. And if you don't have
Yep.
to pay the taxes, shit, man, you roll it in the dope, baby.
Pretty
Shit.
much anybody that has a
Yeah.
B in terms of
Yeah.
money.
I'd love to see that whole tax code simplified. You know, just you fall between these blocks, you pay that much, no fucking deductions, no nothing. You adjust it to where people with a certain income and a certain size family, you can't take too much of their damn money because they're going to go broke before the guy with. But you know, it's the simple math like that seems to escape those in our government who write the code. And don't think it's all Republicans, baby. There's Democrats in there that vote for that same shit. You know, our house needs to be cleaned, big time. And boy, howdy shit after this one. I don't know if there's enough Lysol in the world that is ever going to get the scum out of that house. Because this is going to dig deep into our government. His actions, his.
He wants to
I'm
tear
dreading
down our
the day.
institutions.
I'm dreading the day he goes to the next G8 or those international world leaders get-togethers, and he pushes his way through the crowd again. Shoves someone aside, and I think he's going to steamroll a lot of people, or try and steamroll a lot of people. And I think there may be some kickback from other countries, and they won't be pushed around. They were pushed around by him the first time, and they can see what he's doing to America. I don't know if certain countries are going to cop the shit again. They'll just say take the business elsewhere. That's what they'll do. But the only thing America has going for it at the moment, it is still a very powerful country. Military, it could take over any country it wants in the world, and whoever wields that power and uses America as a weapon is a big danger, and that makes Putin a danger because he is using America now, or he will, as a weapon. It's scary.
Yes, it is scary to the world, not just the United States.
Well, he's using it against the American people and the people of the world.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, when you have your first
on the world
protest,
stage, I think his first indication will be he's going to try to cut funding off as much as he can for anything that goes to Ukraine. Ukraine will be the first one that's going to suffer the consequences of a Trump presidency. Besides us, becoming dictator on day one and shit like that. Yeah,
what were you
in for a
saying there,
rough ride,
Mitch?
baby.
Oh, I was just saying that we were not around for election day. We had already cast our ballots by mail, and we were in Amsterdam for the unfortunate event.
Well,
and that day, 3 nations were destroyed: Ukraine, Palestine, and the United States of America.
I would agree with that.
Well, that ceasefire has already been broken.
The ceasefire is already broken. Go figure. Who would have guessed that shit?
Well, he's bombing. He's not bombing
the Middle East. The conflict in the Middle East going on, and you have the conflict in Ukraine. There's going to be some bad shit, and the possibility that North Korea is going to puff up on South Korea. If all that happens at the same time, baby, yeah, we're looking at World War III.
I got pity on North Korea.
You do?
Do, man.
Yeah.
They believe they're strong.
Yeah, like the Japanese.
And
they're not that strong.
They're not that strong, but they can do plenty of damage.
Yeah, they can.
They can do plenty of
damage. Well,
damage.
it was a bit like Russia. When Russia went into Ukraine and Ukraine fought back, we found out how serious Russia was, and their army wasn't that powerful. It was very
powerful.
badly. No, it was
and
badly
that is
organized.
Still holding true.
Yeah, but the thing is, If that was the American army, this would all be over now. Ukraine would be in
Yes.
American hands.
Indeed.
There's a difference.
There's a
There is
big
the
difference
difference.
between what they have and what we have. The only
North
power
Korea
that,
is the same.
that
North
Russia
Korea's
holds
like Russia,
is in
John.
its nuclear fleet, in its nuclear submarines.
Yes,
There's
it's
the power.
submarines. That's his biggest weapon.
That's the most powerful weapon they
But
have.
you guys know where those submarines are. America
about
knows where
where
those
they are.
submarines are.
You
I mean,
that's the
they're
tricky
not
part
totally
about a
secret.
submarine. They're hard to track.
No.
Don't think they're not.
The thing is, though, if that sort of thing happens, it's too late. Once the first button's pushed, the other 7 or 8 get pushed, and it's all over.
Yeah, you can watch
Yeah.
that kind of scenario, on Discovery Channel or something like that, because there are shows that tell you exactly what's going to happen if nukes start going off. Of course, the same scenario will happen if, I don't know, like Yosemite erupts real bad. Then we're all toast there too. But yeah, the possibility of somebody getting antsy with a nuke increases.
Well, Putin did say to world leaders last week
Yes,
that
he did.
he wouldn't be deterred using tactical nukes to get Ukraine or whatever, meaning they're the ones that only affect a half-mile radius, but he could drop a few of those around the place. Give me a break. Just tactical nukes. There's no such things as tactical nuke.
No.
Nuke's a nuke.
Nuke's a nuke, and you start tossing them around. Other people are going to start tossing them around tit for tat, and there you go.
And
we
one
used
gets
to
bigger.
think a
And one
nuclear
gets bigger.
deterrent. Yeah. Cover more area, baby. Wipe out a whole city.
But it only takes one madman to push the button first. And the biggest fear was America was the world sheriff.
It takes two.
Because of America, we knew that no one was going to push that button. The whole world thought America it will protect the world because they were the biggest and the most powerful, and yet they had the best minds of looking after democracy and good people. And now it looks like you've gone to the
Now
dark side. We're scared.
Now the world is worried because of who's going to be president. Think of that. That the world is concerned that Donald Trump will become president.
Big time. Big time.
Big time. Do you blame
And the
him?
only ones
Do you blame
celebrating,
him?
the only ones,
Hell, we're scared.
yes, they should be worried, yes. Because if Putin's now emboldened by having America as an ally, he's going to go out sprouting to take USSR back and take all those countries. Poland will be worried.
Yeah. If he gets Ukraine, he's going to turn his attention to the Baltic states and Poland. He wants the USSR reestablished as a power in the world. That's what Putin wants. And Donnie will hand it to him over on a plate.
And what can NATO do? NATO can do nothing because
All Putin
they're going
has
to fight
do is
America.
praise Trump. That's all he has to do. And he already did that. He put out a statement saying something about the incoming president has experience and all this bullshit. Yeah, he has experience, all right, in trying to destroy this shit. He tried it one time, he'll try it again.
Yeah, Russian TV showing nude photographs, or not nude, but slinky photographs of the First Lady in her, sexy modeling days.
Oh, Melania?
Yeah, on Russian TV.
Yeah, that's, everybody's seen the pictures. Everybody knows, I don't know how she stays with him outside of just the money thing. That's it. She's got to have a boatload
Well,
of
she'll
money.
come back for the glamour and glory and all that. She'll come
She's
back
not
for the
showing up at
all
the
that
White
stuff.
House. She doesn't want to go back.
But she still gets Secret Service and all that shit, doesn't she?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. She'll get Secret Service detail and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. They'll relish in that. If we're lucky, she'll leave the White House alone come Christmas. I don't know.
But see, Donald Trump could fall over tomorrow. He's 78 years of age. He's not healthy. We know that. He could fall over tomorrow or next week. Then you got J.D. Vance.
Ah, isn't that a wonderful freaking thought? So you're screwed anywhere you go with this deal.
And J.D. Vance would pick someone who's just as much of a lunatic, I don't know. But I think J.D. Vance could be more manipulated because he's not a rich bloke, I don't think, and yet
Not yet, but he will be.
chances
He will
exactly.
be.
And well, Putin wasn't rich when he became president of Russia. He was just Mr. Average, 3-bedroom home, a nice car, and a wife. Now he's one of the richest people in the world. That was honest presidency. Yeah. See, this is all about the fucking money. Uh, what's the word, guys? Fascism, Nazism, socialism, Christian. I mean, it's all the bad shit coming down on America, but it comes down on the world as well because America is, for decades,
We
been.
have a large influence on the world. We have a lot
Yes.
of the world looks to us as a protector, as a unifier. And just like this country, he wants to dismantle that. He'll try to dismantle NATO. He'll try to dismantle our own structure within the government here. He wants to reduce it down to chaos and have nobody but his lackeys in control of everything. An oligarch society. Shut up and drink your vodka, comrade. That's what he
Eat your
wants.
potato. Eat your potato.
Yeah.
If you can get someone to pick them.
Yeah, on day one, there goes a lot of that. It's not only it's not only the picking. You like to eat meat? Most of the meat processing plants, those jobs are done by migrants. Immigrants in this country serve this nation to a high degree of keeping what we put on our tables affordable. You take that away, and then prices are going to go up, baby, because either that or you just won't get them. You want a tomato,
but
grow it in your backyard.
Trump will give the farmers exemption to have the immigrant workers come in and do the picking and go
Corporate
home.
farms.
You'll have work camps. They'll be like armed guard work camps. Come over the border.
Doesn't
You
that
can, as long as
sound
you
American
pick
to you?
that sounds Nazi
Because
to
that's
me.
what they're talking
No,
about
it does.
doing. You can call it anything you want, a relocation
It
camp
does.
or anything. They're going to have to put camps up on down there when
You know,
they start.
let's not be naive. This is not the first time that America has
No.
built camps for immigrants and made them work.
Nope.
Not by a damn sight. As a matter of fact, you might even say it's prominent in our history. And we're talking
Pretty much
about
so.
America being the hero of the world in World War II. Still, we locked up Japanese American citizens like
Yes,
Indeed.
dogs.
that was shameful.
It was. It's a shameful
was
part
sha-
of our
and
history.
They
And
even
that's what
they
he.
even
That's what
joined
he.
the army.
It's no different than what he's trying to do right now. He's demonizing the Hispanic population. He's demonizing them. They're evil. They're here to rape your daddy. They're here to steal your car, your job, your mama, everything.
So did Hitler. He said anyone that
we was talking the
wasn't
other
German
day.
blood was.
Let one migrant be involved in a murder, and that thing will hit people are killed by Americans every day, left and right in this country. It hits the news barely. As a matter of fact, on the way home today, me and Tyler, coming back from fishing, we was coming down Padre Island Drive. We seen off on a service road over there, one of the local Circle K's there, I think it was. They had the whole place taped off with yellow tape, the whole thing, both driveways going into the store. There was one car at the gas pumps. There had to be no less than, I'd say 15 to 20, probably closer to 20 police cars with lights on and all that. And everybody's just kind of walking around outside. And I told Tyler, I'm going to watch the news this evening, and I bet you somebody in that store got shot, because that whole store would not be, locked down the way it was, and that many police officers for somebody that. I'm looking at my local news this evening, thinking that that's a distinct possibility. Americans kill Americans in this country every day, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But one migrant.
Your gun is the gun is the problem, but that will never be addressed. I mean, that's something that will never get addressed by either side. The gun, because it's embedded in your.
There are those that try to in this country, but it pains me a lot just because they forego the first part of it. uh, in order for a more. Wait a minute. Shit, I know it. Let me get these out of my head. Let me thank
It's like you
Jeanette
said,
Dahl.
if America had
Yeah.
a new flag, it'd be the gun and the dollar bill. Didn't you know isn't that what you said? The American flag should be a gun and a dollar bill or something.
Well, that's
Sorry,
what we
but
believe in. Money and guns. Oh, and throw a Bible in there. Yeah, just for looks. Cross. Yeah, just for looks. Sell that story too. That we are a Christian nation. No, we're not. No, we're not. If we were a Christian nation, the words on this shirt would mean a lot more to us, but we're not. We're providing more abundance for those who already have an abundance of this. And we're trying to suffocate the people at the bottom of this chain who struggle every damn month to try to make your bills and pay the groceries and everything that you got to do. Keep the lights on. It takes a majority of your money. And then you survive on what's left. Benevolence is which should drive this country. Anyway, Jeanette Dahl came back with 50 more data crones and said, I would suggest that all local elections be watched. Get good people to run. Darling, that's we have to get good people to run. We have to have well, I don't know who it's going to be yet. I don't know who it's going to be. But somebody has to step up and provide the leadership for this party. To provide a vision, and it's gonna be born out of the midst of his chaos. That's when that hero is gonna step forward, and that's when I'm gonna start having
but
hope.
you've got to deprogram. That's the biggest problem you're going to have now is the amount of brainwashing and propaganda that's affected so many people. The deprogramming is going to be a big job.
Controlling the message, and let's face it, Donnie's pretty good at that shit. That's why I thought the other day when they was talking about these pics of his having threats against them, I would not put it past them to put up a false flag like that, to rile the maggots even more. Look at there, they're trying to attack us now. Look at there. It's okay for you to get violent now because they're doing bomb threats on us. It's shit like that I worry about. Let me thank Kirk Stromberg, who came in with a $10 donation and said, there are immigrants here paying into Social Security that don't even get those benefits themselves because they don't qualify. Thank a migrant for your Social Security. That should be the message. Yeah,
well,
they take in a whole lot, but they don't get shit. They take out Social Security taxes at the meat plant. Do you think that guy at the meat plant's going to get any of it? No, he's not. No, he's not. That's the system that we have. Yeah.
Well,
only we can save it. That's the bottom line for all of it. It's only us. It's left up to us, the citizens of this nation, to fix whatever the hell, because we're the ones that got it in this shape.
Okay.
So we're the only ones that can fix it. So how we do that?
Well, there's one way to do it. Hopefully, if you get a midterms, is you make a statement there. If the people don't realise by then they've made a big mistake,
the midterms are going to be a big statement. And Mitch Goldstein just came in with $2. Thank you, Mitch, and said he's ashamed to be an American. I can understand that. The disappointment. We all thought that there's no way that this country would dare to elect that maggot man again. But they did. And like I said, when you look at that map of the counties, it's damn near red all over the place.
especially with the bad publicity he got.
Is population centers. That's where your blue vote is, and that's because people have to live together. You live out in the country, hell, you could be pissed off at your neighbor because, hell, he's 2 miles down the road. I don't know what it is that makes people gravitate towards hate, towards...
A lack of education is one.
That's one.
And a lack of personal interest in politics and what's going on in politics. Because a lot of people didn't even realise that Joe Biden had dropped out the day of the election. I mean, people just don't take notice.
We discussed that. A lot of people Googled, can I switch my vote? No, you can't switch your vote. You know, it's an uninformed public who, and I had high
Not
hopes
even, they're
really
not
for the
even
younger
uninformed.
generation to really step up.
It's not even uninformed because of all the things that the Republicans complained about, every single one of them were fake issues. I mean, their
Yes.
entire
Yeah.
political platform is cut from whole cloth of bullshit.
It is,
It's
but
a
it gets back
platform of
into that
lies.
lack of education in no ability to critically think for yourself about what
Nobody
is
who knows
truth and
what
what
a
isn't
tariff
true.
is going to support tariffs.
What was
Exactly.
that, Mitch?
See,
Mitch, I didn't catch your last.
Franklin, can you put yourself on mute when you're not speaking?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Thank you. We love your kiddo, but
Yeah,
He's got a voice
he's-
too. He wants to be.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
got an
does,
opinion.
and he speaks his
And
mind.
obviously, he's
He
not
does.
happy about shit either.
Encourage that though.
Yes. Mm-mm-mm.
what'd you say, Mitch? Hello, Mitch.
We lost Mitch.
We lost Mitch.
Well,
Are you eating turkey, Mitch?
no, I'm having a snack. Jesus.
A snack.
Well,
Well,
tis
that
the
doesn't
proper
make me
day to
hungry.
do that.
You was about to tell us about it's not uneducated something, or it wasn't so much the uneducated, and then you got cut off.
Well, I think it's a gross oversimplification to say that it's uneducation. It's miseducation. You're talking about
Brainwashing.
people who will believe things that can't possibly be true. We know there's no assault on our borders. We know. Unless you don't.
No,
And I'm
immigration
sorry, I
is
don't
down.
want to blame-
Illegal immigration into this country is down.
It's been down for years.
Yeah.
Since Trump left office. It's
As a
been
matter of
down.
fact, it was the highest was under Trump in the last decade.
And that wasn't pushed. That wasn't pushed on media. You know, you didn't hear in the media. And the numbers are down at the border. The numbers are down. Never heard that. But
No,
all
they're
you
gonna-
ever
they're gonna-
heard was there was
The news
just
is
there
going to
was
run
trouble
down
at
to the border when there's a large group coming across. They, hell, they embed
Caravan.
reporters with them coming up through Mexico, so they mass on the border, so the news will run down there on that
The
day.
caravan. Remember the caravan
the
story?
caravan.
There's
Yes.
caravans are coming.
Oh, like I said, they had embedded journalists down there. Go and walk in the brush
Yep.
with them. So
They
answer-
tricked America. They fooled America. They lied to America. And it all started from the first big lie. We did win.
America is still
That's
that
the
shining
first big
city on
lie.
the hill for a lot of people. I believe that the answer to the immigration problem doesn't lie within our own borders. It lies from where they're coming from.
Yes, they're running from something.
And we treat Central America and South America a whole lot different than we treat Europe.
Yep.
We have a lot more swing in Europe. We don't give a shit about Central and South America.
Yeah, who's your
Yeah.
biggest trading partner? Who's your biggest trading partner?
China.
Mexico.
Well, Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
You get
Which
cars
putting a
from
tariff
Mexico.
on Mexico, that, because it does. Oh, Lord, you should see the trains coming back and forth and the truck traffic coming back and forth across
Yes.
this border down here. It is massive. Corporation, every car you buy, there's parts of it made in Mexico. It
Yeah.
might get assembled here, but all those parts are made someplace else. So that price of that car is going to go up substantially because the cost of that frame coming over just went up 25%. The cost of that generator, that motor, that axle, all of it, 25% on all of it. You're looking at car prices going to go through the roof, along with everything else.
Trump is so fucking stupid. He thinks that he's going to actually put that into law and think that
Hey.
that's going to help people. It's not. It's never going to help nothing. It's not. I mean,
Hello, AD. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. And I want to say
Good.
something. I wish y'all all a happy Thanksgiving to
All
you
of
and your
us.
family.
Appreciate
You
that,
too.
brother.
Oh, yeah.
Grandpa Fatty, how about you? Did you have a good Thanksgiving dinner?
Buddy, I was just about ready to take a nap.
You had
Figured
a
I'd
good
hop
Sure a
on.
Thanksgiving.
sign of a
You
full
had a
belly.
good Thanksgiving. You had a good
Oh yeah,
Thanksgiving.
man. Great day.
That's good.
Great
That's
day.
good.
Hey, what who delivers the best Thanksgiving sides? Like your side dishes.
Yeah, me.
Yamazon.
Who?
You know Yamazon. It's not like sweet potato tongue.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
Oh.
Kentucky, so it's KFC for me.
Here, I
Yeah,
thought you was
what do you
being
call it?
serious
What do
there
you call
for a
it? Smart
second.
Aleck butterball.
What?
A fresh turkey.
A fresh turkey. Slap that sucker. It's fresh.
All right.
Go ahead.
We got wild turkeys in Kentucky. We got wild turkeys. I've seen them. I've seen them
Yeah.
in northern
We got a
Kentucky.
ton of wild turkey up there.
I got turkeys right down the street. Hell, most of the time,
Oh, yeah.
this time of year, I got to slow down because there's a whole herd of them. Whole pack of turkeys, like 10 or 15 right on the side of the road. Got to slow down so you don't run over a turkey.
Same
We got-
here.
We got them
Same way
Canadian
with the
geese,
deer
too.
down here. We don't shoot them down here. They're pretty.
Oh yeah,
Nice
it's
to
almost
look
goose
at.
season too. Yeah, duck and goose will be
Like,
open here in a couple
Why-
weeks.
Where I live at in northern Kentucky, we have Canadian geese that are all over the damn place,
Oh yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And I
They
mean,
come south for the winter.
they're everywhere.
Can you?
Smart
Are you allowed to? Are you allowed to catch them and shoot or eat them?
No, we
Not
don't do
in
that.
town.
We let them walk. We just
Yep,
stop the
yep.
car. We stop
About
traffic.
every-
let
But
'em
are you
walk.
allowed to hunt them? Yes, you can hunt them.
I don't
Not
know.
in town. Yeah, you can't. Not in town. But
Aren't they
know
considered
about
like
Kentucky.
cobra-necked land sharks or something?
they're freaking
I don't know.
nuisances, is what they are.
I mean,
See,
are
there's
they
a word
dangerous?
right
Do they
there. Don
attack people?
Cheeto says, I
They're-
live
they're
right on the
gnarly.
Texas-Mexico
Aggressive,
border, and it is so
You can-
peaceful.
The
Yeah.
Canadian geese, they are fucking violent. They will
The geese-
fucking, they don't
yeah.
give a fucking charge at you. They don't care. They will fucking charge at
I
you.
was
I'm
just
like,
surrounded by a bunch of them just the other day. We went to a park here in town. Me, Tyler, and Travis, we just went to sit at a park and talk and stuff. And there's a pond there with a lot of geese and ducks and everything. And there's a sign there that says, "Watch out for the aggressive geese," because they are kind of like territorial right there. They'll come walking
Were they
too
wearing
close, and if
little?
you
Were
ain't
they
throwing
wearing
out
little
seed
red
or
hats,
something,
John?
huh?
John, were they wearing little? Were they wearing little red hats?
Did they have Nazi flags?
Nazi little
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nazi
They're not
flags
that
and
involved
rebel
yet.
flags.
They're not that evolved yet. They're not that
Right.
evolved yet.
That just pisses me off. I didn't see that news story about the march in
It's on-
carrying swastika flags.
Yeah,
Are you
it's on
serious?
CNN.
That's disgusting.
It's on CNN.
But it's been like on a weekly basis in Ohio, I swear.
It's
Yeah,
sad.
they was walking down the fucking block, basically.
Well,
Yeah.
up here in North Idaho,
Doing the
guys
Nazi
play those
shit.
flags all day long, bro.
That's
Yeah, out
disgusting.
there.
Oh, I've got
windows, man.
a rebel flag. I see it every damn time I drive in and out of my house down here. Oh yeah, the guy down the street there. And the sad
But they was
story
doing-
is they're in
They
his
was doing
family,
Nazi shit too.
and I'm not
They was
saying the
doing
name
Nazi
of the
shit,
family,
too.
so
Yeah.
if he's listening, don't fucking worry about it. But he has a interracial mix in his family. His sister married a black man, has mixed race children. His sister. And yet he sits down there with a rebel flag on. I don't give a shit if he hears me because he knows that very much about me. He's
Hypocrisy
got the
knows
American
no
flag
bounds,
out
bro.
there and then the rebel. Pick one. Pick one.
Yeah.
You know,
Does-
it's not a hard
does-
decision.
does-
Either you're a racist asshole who thinks slavery should be fine, or you're an American. One of the two. So
Exactly. But that's it's don't protect that.
I don't consider them equal.
Well, and the best
But-
thing about America is that, I'll stand up for those assholes' rights, but they won't stand up for mine.
Yeah, that's true. He has the right to fly that flag. You have the right to put a big sign out in front of your house that says, "I'm the biggest
got the right to call
racist
him an
asshole
asshole.
you ever met in your life," and that's legal. That's just fine. That's the freedom of speech. And the quote from the Second Amendment was, "A well-regulated militia being necessary for the freedom of a state." They're talking about the National Guard, the Second Amendment.
Right.
That's what they're talking about. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed if you're a member of the National Guard. A well-regulated militia. Well-regulated.
Yep.
They pick and choose with the Second Amendment there. It's just the shall not be infringed upon part that's the most important.
Well, they keep
words in
stepping
there.
over the First Amendment, the right for everybody to exist the way they want to be, and the right for everybody to mind their own damn business.
Oh, no, we're doing away with that, too. Yeah, we got rules here. We got rules. You can't be first one that comes to my mind, transgenders. And that we already see that in Congress. We have one transgender congresswoman elected, and what happens? Marjorie Taylor Greene and some other lady going ape shit. Passing a bill in Congress that you can't use the bathroom. Where is she supposed to go? Porta potty in the hallway there? If it's up to them, yes, they would. Because that's how just cruel and heartless they are.
Well, I nominate
in
Mike
their
Pence
fake
to be
religion.
the genitalia inspector.
Yeah, who's going to
Mike Pence be outside of that?
Yeah,
He should be sitting
we got to check here, make sure. You can't be sneaking in here.
Make sure.
Just because you've been coming in here for years, doesn't have the new rules now. New rules. We got to see. We got to check. Whoop it out.
Right.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Do any of you know that I have a transgender daughter?
No, I did not know that.
I did.
Or I did. I've forgotten.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to talk about it too much, to be quite honest. It's not that we don't support her. It's just that people just don't fucking understand.
Right.
And in my situation also, we have a transgender in our family. That's not my business to say who and all that stuff. Yeah, it's what I don't understand the problem, because the problem is all made up in their head, because they equate it with sex.
These fake
Christians that's where their mind goes.
In the Bible, whatever happened to don't judge. Whatever happened to live and let live.
Oh,
that's fucking religion of all time. You heard me say it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It is the judgiest fucking religion ever.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, Islam is a close second, but
me with all religion. I'm sorry. I've said it often. We all are entitled to our own opinion, and I offend some people with my statements. But I am an atheist. I don't believe there's a magic man in the sky. I think we all worm dirt when we die. The best you can hope for is that you leave a legacy that somebody remembers your ass. That you make an impact in somebody's life.
I agree with that. I understand.
I don't think we should live judged on whether there's an afterlife. This is the life we have.
We have a problem because people who do believe that, people who tend to believe these rather unbelievable things, it appears that they are particularly susceptible to these political things, which are equally unbelievable.
Well, you can merge the
fear
two.
Mongering, right? It's the easiest thing in the world to control people's fears.
Yes.
Right. It takes no effort or energy to fearmonger.
And that's his forte. That's what I've said. That's all he has sold since he came down that escalator is hate. To be hating somebody.
Well, apparently it's working.
Yes. Yeah. It does. And isn't that scary? Doesn't that bother? It should bother every American that this election was based on fear, not on logic.
His choices for positions in the White House should bother every American and raise red flags everywhere.
Hey, Steve Miller's coming back in. What was his comment the other day? Something about naturalized citizens. We should get rid of them too. Them was migrants first before they became naturalized. Yes. It is so mind-boggling to me, the question of who is an American. Read the Statue
These
of
fuckers
Liberty.
don't believe Obama was an American.
No.
Right.
Talk
He'll
about
probably
big
Trump will
lies.
probably have that
Yeah.
investigated again. He's already going to have the 2020 election reinvestigated, and the only outcome possible is that Trump actually won, and then he'll try to force some bullshit new law or something out of that.
I know this.
That will ensure he gets
Well,
another
my
presidency.
biggest fear, honestly, John, my biggest fear is not World War III so much. My biggest fear is that Trump and his band of lunatics will somehow manage to call a constitutional convention. Now, I know that most people in America don't know what that means. That scares the shit out of me.
Yep.
Because what it definitely means is that they could take the Constitution as it is,
tear it up,
annul it, and revise it, as long as they have the consent of whatever they decide is the threshold of consent, which basically means
buy ammo,
yeah.
buy ammo, because you don't need it.
And there's nothing.
Bankrupt, walks away with everything, and everyone else is broke. He's doing it to America.
I hope everybody. I had to shut my sound system down for a minute. It buzzed real bad. I don't know if everybody heard the last 30 seconds. I had to restart my sound.
Yeah, we heard whatever.
You heard that buzzing?
No, you didn't buzz to us. No.
Not here in Discord. Maybe on YouTube.
Maybe on the show.
Blue Dot Reader said they lost
nothing but a
all
loud
sound.
buzzing sound in my ears.
Fucking Elon Musk.
What was that?
I said Elon Musk on this thing.
We're not getting you at all tonight, AD. You're not coming in clear at all.
Your sound is really kind of messed up.
I said it was Elon Musk. Elon Musk probably was messing with your earphones.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't trust that man as far as I can spit. That man should have stuck to rockets. Trying to dip his hand into society has not gone well for him. He's just, socially unacceptable. Get the hell out of here and go make your rockets. Let's do that. And
His best mate's the president of the United States, John. He's going nowhere. He's going to rape and pillage the country as well with the aid of Trump.
Yes, that's the plan. I'm sure. And yes, I think maybe so. Social media ought to lean heavily into that President Elon. President Musk, co-president Musk, the guy that makes Donnie do what he does.
Co-president, don't you forget that.
Yeah, co-president.
Has Putin and Musk had a meeting yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Every week.
Oh, they have they?
Every
yes,
week.
They have.
There you go.
Yeah,
triad.
there you go. It's the Trump presidency is going to be designed to assist Russia with whatever the hell Russia wants to do. That is what I firmly think. Trump is nothing but an ass kisser to Putin. He just admires the man. He wants to be just like him. Teach me how to do what you did. How do you become president for life? And he's probably going to have legislators working on it, because then that would make them congressman for life or senator for life or whatever the fuck.
Well, Trump will hire out the army or the navy or the air force, because you'll figure if it's sitting there, I may as well use it, so he'll rent it out to someone.
Yeah, go back to Blackwater days where we hire mercenaries. Let's do that. Don't think it's out of the realm.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's out of the realm of possibility. That's what he does.
All I can tell you is shit is grim. Shit is grim.
But we're here to cheer you up.
Well, you did a pretty terrible job.
Pretty terrible damn job. I've been doing that lately Mitch.
But dude, we'll survive.
We
You know,
will.
what else can I say? We'll survive together. We'll survive.
The
Some
grocery
of us
store will
may
be
not
open
make it.
tomorrow. Prices might go up a bit, but the gas will still be at the pump. The newspaper will probably still come.
There'll be a lot of mental issues in America. You got to,
Not
I
the
would say,
newspaper thing.
become a psychiatrist, young ones out there, because the country's going to need you.
Going to have a lot of crazy people in this
Yep.
country. We're gonna face a lot of hardships. There's no doubt. And,
All right.
and it's how we
I'll
face
let you
it.
guys go. I'm gonna go play guitar and try to feel better.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Mitch,
do the same, Mitch.
I
give
get
my
it.
best to Julie. Thank you for
I
coming
sure
in,
will.
brother. Love you much.
It's
And
good to hear from you, John. Sorry, we've been gone a little while.
yes, y'all made that trip. I seen some of the pictures on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was quite a
a nice
trip.
trip. I made a trip. I did.
I
I
saw,
made a trip. Did you see it?
I saw bits of it. Yeah.
Yeah. My son and I went to Pikes Peak and Washington D.C. and Chicago, and
You
I
didn't
don't
go to
think we're
Pittsburgh,
done.
did you?
We're not done. We're fixing to head out on another trip.
Man, me and brother Adam have been tripping since the '90s, bro.
Yeah.
Let's
won't
see,
lie.
maybe Blue Dot Gathering in the spring. What do you think?
For
I'm-
sure.
Indeed. We need one. We could use one. We could all get together, commiserate with each other, and laugh about the future. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Mitch, tell Julie I give my best, and I'm glad
I sure will.
stopped in,
Look,
brother.
everybody here. I always say it. Stay strong. We're the ones that are going to have to hold our shit together so America
it.
can hold its shit together.
That's it. We can't give up on this shit now.
That's right.
So hold on to your, it's going to be a little bit more than a 10-second ride, but it's going to be rough. Mitch, take care
Good
of
night,
yourself.
everybody.
Good
Take
night,
care.
Mitch.
Yeah, buddy.
We
And
should be
before-
running those credits, John.
Oh, we should, shouldn't
Yeah.
we?
So my
Adam.
neighbor up here, John, has got a turkey farm with 3-legged turkeys.
3-legged turkeys?
He gets an extra drumstick off of each bird, man.
There you go. That's increasing his profit by 50%.
Well, we don't know how they taste yet because they're so damn fast we can't catch them.
Oh, they're working on it. They're working on it.
You think they'd just be dragging that third leg?
Somebody's
I
working
tell you
on
what,
more.
Daddy, you're right. It
You're
has
grabbing
been since the 90s,
forward.
maybe even late 80s.
Adam, how are you doing, my friend?
Hey, not bad. How's everybody doing here? I got
doing
food
fine. Have you
coma
eaten
and
your
the
blueberries
family just
today?
left.
Did you eat your
Yeah,
blueberries
man,
today?
I had some blueberries and pineapple. You had a big fruit thing going on.
There you go. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
I know you did.
yeah,
I
it
know
was
you did.
good.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. I am food coma is kicking my ass.
Yeah, good. That's good.
I'm done. I mean, jeez. I feel blessed that I mean, wow.
Are you
Too
trying to
much
say
for one person.
Are you trying to say you're full? You're stuffed. You're
You're
full.
stuffed. You're overate.
I
You acted
feel
like
like
a
a
pig.
turkey.
Is that the
I
message
mean, I
here?
feel like a turkey. I'm stuffed.
There's always room for pie.
There's
That
always
went
room
down
for pie.
too afterwards.
I plan on that tonight. I'm going to go to Denny's and get their little turkey dressing and potato thing there, and tell them I want a piece of
All
pumpkin
right.
pie to go with that.
All right, that sounds
That's
tasty.
what we're going to do. As soon as
Well, my son showed his first turkey for dinner this year. They sure were surprised when he did it in the grocery store.
Yeah, open carry.
All right.
open carry state. That's it. You get them where you got them. You get them where you
Yeah,
find
you
them.
know
Anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up for this evening.
I
Adam,
thought.
I'm
Hang
sorry.
on. Hang on. I
What?
thought the turkey. I thought the turkey had to be carrying a gun as well. Let's make it fair.
Oh no, it's
we
it's
can't
stand your
have that
ground
shit.
state, bro.
Yeah.
Turkey was looking at me funny.
Yeah. Can't be having no turkeys running around with guns now. None of them
I had
deer
like
either.
50 in my backyard this morning.
Can't be having that. It's
And
gets
it's
a lot.
cold up here, by the way.
Honestly, like every
I
5 years
imagine
we have
it is.
the,
What's the temperature up there,
Boy
Adam?
Scouts come through.
Right now it's about 15 or so, but we're supposed to get down to like 15 below wind chill tonight.
No. No,
It's
I went fishing today.
It's a wee bit nipply out there right now.
It was
Yeah, it's
65
nipply here,
degrees,
too.
and I was cold as shit, and the wind was blowing. I was out on a
Oh,
pier. Yeah, the wind was blowing. It was about 65 degrees, and yeah, I had the hoodie on, and yeah.
That sounds like going to the equator for me right now.
No,
Yeah, dude.
It's like
that's
we're
dead of
raining
winter
just
to
once
me.
or
That's
something.
dead of winter. No, we're going to be,
Oh.
our highs are going to be in the 60s, I think, for the next few days.
Oh,
it's-
that's
it's-
good.
yeah,
I
that's
feel
winter
so
for us.
bad
That's
for you,
winter.
John.
I think the
Oh,
lows are
I'd
going to
be
be in
down
the
there
40s, you know.
That's so rough. I
The
mean,
lows
geez,
are going
should I
to
send
be
you
in
a
the
parka?
40s.
Right?
That's cold enough for
Should
me,
I
brother.
send you a
That's cold
parka,
enough for
John?
me.
Do you need a parka?
12 below.
We're under winter storm
I
warning.
do
here,
have
John.
plans to go somewhere. I
I
do
do
have plans
know
to go
that.
somewhere where it is -0. It's below zero. And I'll fill you
Come on up
all in
North
on
Idaho,
that when
buddy.
it happens. But yeah, John's going to go to some place where, yeah, it's about 5 below zero constantly.
right.
Well,
So
that's Canada. That's Canada, isn't it?
yeah, it might be.
That's Minnesota
It could be.
in the winter.
I can't say right now.
No,
working on it.
I
I'm
know.
working
Places
on
is
it.
what that is.
I
won't talk about it.
I plan on having a couple more adventures in my life. So
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
that's one way to shock the system.
Oh yeah, it's just like the polar plunge, you know.
Yeah, I ain't doing that either. Polar plunge. Jump in cold water. No. Homie, don't play that shit. No.
Man, I tell
If
you
there's
what,
water
that feels
involved,
good.
I'm jumping into. It's either a heated swimming pool or it's in the dead of summer.
Fuck that.
Yep. Nope. I'm embeddedly connected to the temperate zone.
Oh,
Anyway.
it puts hair on your fingernails.
Yeah, no, it makes your hair fall out. Freeze up. Makes other things do, too. Nuts are knocking at your asshole to come in.
Oh, now that you're shrink wrapped already.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Elvis Presley is rolling in his gravy right now.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
What, over Donald Trump or over you guys jumping in cold water?
Oh yeah, we do it on New Year's.
You know
New
what?
Year's Eve, New Year's
New
morning.
Year's
we
Eve,
do
yeah.
it.
New Year's
Yeah.
is the day everybody jumps in the water. You can
Yep.
watch it on
Yep.
TV, like me.
You
I
know it.
watch it on
joking.
TV and go, damn, the people's
You know it's
crazy.
good for the soul. Yeah, it makes your.
I'm sure
Remember,
it
you
is.
don't want to
It
take
probably
cold showers.
invigorates the soul. And
It makes
You know.
for a whole new definition of the term blue balls.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's the part. That's the part right there, Miss Sue. Oh, we don't play that shit. No.
Like the old George Costanza, you know, I just got out of the boat.
I have visions of Alaska pop into my head anytime I think. I spent time up in Alaska, Adak, Alaska, which is one little island out in the middle of all that Aleutian shit, with nobody there.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah,
No,
it's
Doing
just
that shit
dangling
no
out
more.
there all by itself.
Nope.
Yeah.
I had enough
I'd
of it.
love it.
Saw it all. Froze my butt off and decided I didn't like that shit. So
If I ain't got a rifle, I'm not going.
I said, "Where in the hell's the hottest place in the country?" Here I am down here.
Corpus Christi.
That's it. Anyway, I guess we're gonna wrap it up for the evening. Because I'm gonna as soon as my son gets here, we're gonna go out and get us a little Thanksgiving dinner ourselves. So, but I wanna thank everybody who came in here tonight and everybody who listened in and everybody who's a member of this Blue Dot family. I said it at the beginning of the show. If y'all didn't hear me, y'all's right. Y'all didn't hear me. How much this Blue Dot family means to me, and I know it means a whole lot to a lot of people in this family, and the friendships that have been
You
born
bet.
in this family, marriages, true friendships. People have traveled across country to see each other, meet each other. That's the kind of family that we've had, that we've grown here. And Mitch is right. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. If we can arrange one up, maybe in Kansas City. I know KY would be tickled to death to have us up there, and it's in the center of the country. I don't know. We need to find a place where we can all get together and sit across an actual table and pass one around. Or not. Or not. Sit there and watch John. Anyway, AD, thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it very much. All right. Happy
And last-
Thanksgiving, brother.
Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
There you go.
too, buddy.
All we can hope for.
You bet.
AD. All right. And Franklin,
Yes.
absolutely appreciate you coming in. Hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving.
Oh, God, I'm full. I feel like taking a nap.
Well, that's a good idea. It's usually what happens. We have a name for that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah,
eat a lot and take a nap.
We're doing.
Isn't there a
we had
ball
a
game
really
going
good
on? There should be a
Thanksgiving.
ball game going on. It's Thanksgiving. There's always a ball game.
Yeah, there's another game going on.
Who's playing
Yeah.
tonight?
I'm not really too sure, but I don't know what channel it's on. I couldn't really tell you. It's on one Dolphins and Packers.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Nice.
Never heard of them. Well,
Yeah,
wish
me
them
neither. Can't stand it.
luck,
Are they playing Packers home?
though. Yeah.
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 Ooh, brrr.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sure,
Miami will freeze up there. They won't win.
Right.
I mean, they can't handle the cold. They're all shrunk. They're going to come
Yeah,
out like
there you go.
Oompa Loompas.
Little antifreeze going on. Anyway, Franklin, appreciate it, buddy. Take care of yourself.
You too.
All right.
Everybody
Adam,
else do the same.
Yeah, buddy.
I appreciate you jumping in the last few minutes.
Yeah,
Hope you
I
enjoyed
just-
your day.
Yeah, and family was here and stuff. I hopped in at the
Good.
end, so you
Good.
guys all have a
You do. Take
One
you a
out,
nap,
yeah.
brother. Take a nap.
you know, take
Have
a
a piece
nap.
of pie. Yeah, have a piece of pie
You
and then take a
bet.
nap.
You bet.
That's
you
blueberry
bet.
pie, by the way.
So everybody take care. Love you guys all, and yeah, have a. You know, we only have what is it? 60 days left until all hell
Less than
breaks
that.
loose to
Yeah,
make the
less than
best
that.
of it.
Less than 2 months, buddy.
Yeah.
Party like there's no tomorrow.
Hey,
'Cause there might not
I
be
know how to do
anyway.
that. Anybody want to know how? I wrote the book on it. So hey.
Well, Adam, take care of yourself, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right, you too, guys. You too.
All
Love you.
And Fatty,
Yeah.
Grandpa
Adam,
Fatty.
you know why the cranberry turned red, right?
Why?
It was embarrassing.
Here we go.
about something?
Well, he saw the blueberry getting dressed.
Oh,
Ah,
Hey.
there you go. Boy, what do you got, a book there, Fatty? Or are you just pulling them out of your butt?
though, for the record, a one-legged turkey says wobble wobble.
Wobble, wobble.
Oh,
You did good tonight, Fatty. Good tonight. Smoke another one, brother. Smoke
Smile on
another
that
one.
face and give that shit away, right, buddy?
That's it, baby. Put a smile on your face and give it away. You just did. We appreciate the shit of it.
Love you
Take care of
guys.
yourself. Love you back, brother. And Dave.
yeah.
Always appreciate it when you come in, Dave.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'll just leave you with one good thought. One good thought is good work ain't cheap, but cheap work isn't good.
That's it, brother. We got work to do. We got
Good
work to
work
do in
ain't
this country.
cheap, but cheap work isn't good. So, you know,
Well, thanks for being
you
an
have to
ally,
start working
Dave.
hard.
Stay with us,
Well,
brother. It's going to be rough times. We need that help from
There's,
outside.
you have a lot of allies, John. There'll always be people out here in the world, outer world that will fight against evil.
There you go.
And I don't see anything but evil in Trump, and that's the worry. He doesn't care
And
about
that's our
you
job,
or
baby.
the world. He doesn't care about the world and the leader of the free world. He's not my leader of the free world, because there'd be no free world with Donald Trump.
He
It's
doesn't
going to
want a
cost
free world.
everyone.
He doesn't
No.
want a free world. He wants a
So
world.
we're going to
where
fight.
he-
We're going to fight
Yes, sir.
worldwide.
Indeed, Dave. I like
Worldwide.
that. Keep that shit going. All right, Dave.
All right.
Take
Good
care
night,
of yourself,
mate.
brother. We'll see you next
Good
time.
night, Mr. Chick.
good night, Dave.
And Miss Chick,
And
thank you
John.
so much. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
I had a very peaceful day. We didn't do much purposefully. I just wanted to nothing. And then we
I went
ate.
fishing. I went fishing. That's it. We had breakfast.
Yeah.
Me and Tyler, Travis, and Rose had breakfast this morning, and then me and Tyler went fishing. Travis and Rose came and watched for a while, and Travis did a little fishing. He damn near caught a fish on a lure, so good for him. But yeah, this evening I think we're when they get back we're gonna go to Denny's and have a
Yeah,
meal. So that'll be nice.
that'll be
But
nice. It's nice that there's a Denny's open to do that.
it's about the only thing that's open. Go figure.
Yeah.
Denny's is good. Denny's is going to be open. So yeah, that's where I think we're going to be. Yeah, there's nothing else open. Even Walmart is shut down. So that's surprising.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's surprising.
you want to call
Capitalist
out
country.
anybody tonight, or?
I do.
Well,
I'm
good.
going to call out some lovely blue dots that shared some shit.
We like them shit shares.
We do. Christopher
do.
Hall's a good one from South
All
Carolina.
right. Outstanding.
And Karen Spike Brock from California.
Spike.
Todd Beach from, I think, Wisconsin.
All right. That's a hell of a beach
Steve,
in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Steve Eaton from Maine. Bobby Bryant from Virginia. And then we have our good old friend who shares our shit all the time, Don Newth from Ontario, Canada.
Don Noose. Well, we
Don
appreciate
Newth.
the shit out of him then.
We do.
We have
All
we
of our
got some
Canadian
all
friends,
of them.
all of
We
our
have-
international friends. We love you.
It's a big family. We love you all, and I hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving, just as good as it could possibly be for all of you. And
Yep. Just
but
take a
you'll
day,
Yeah.
enjoy what you can.
what you can.
Eat a lot
Make
of
it what
pie
you can. Yeah, eat some more pie.
or mashed potatoes. What I was looking forward to is not necessarily today's meal, but the turkey sandwich I'm going to have tomorrow.
Yeah, the leftovers. The
Yes.
leftovers. That's what I'll probably miss, the leftover kind of stuff. I miss a whole lot, as you can expect. But
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I have my boys with me, and that
And it's okay for it to look
Yeah.
different this year.
yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
different this year. Anyway, Miss Chick, again, I want to thank you for being here and
You're
helping
welcome,
us get through this shit.
Yep.
Anyway, we go on, baby. That's what we do.
We do.
It's going to be rough. We got to pick it up and do it again. And
We
keep
adapt.
doing it. And keep doing it.
Yeah.
This fight has never been over. So the fight just continues. And we try to do the best we can. But I think we're going to have a lot of ammunition coming up. Anyway,
Yeah.
I want to thank all of you for tuning in and being here tonight and sharing. Anyway, we're going to be live again on Sunday night. And so, let me say, is that right? Yeah, Sunday night.
Yeah. Let's say it's
My
Thursday.
days, I'm
isn't
getting
it?
my days mixed up. One
know.
blends into another nowadays. I swear I've got to get that under control. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself. Again, as Uncle Fatty has proved, put a smile on your face and give that shit away. Pass it on to somebody else, and it'll make your day a whole lot better anyway. I love you. Y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see you later. And I forgot I got to do this way.